Yo, 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 this is your boy Fireworks, and welcome back. This is Snoopers Gonna Snoop YouTube channel. The beautiful white gold is here with us today. So, we just took a look at the Thriller music video. What an iconic music video that dropped in 1983, December 2nd on MTV, alongside of what we're about to take a look at, which will also be her first time watching. Now, when I was growing up, I had this on VHS. There was also a Betamax version, which was like the tape, the VCR that popped up instead of you putting it in. It pops up. They quote unquote gave you better picture. They had that version, and then they had the laser disc version of it that looked like the record, and they used to sell the record and the laser disc version together. They had the video on it and that, but they dropped alongside and debuted alongside each other. And this at the time, I don't know about now, but at the time was the biggest selling and viewed documentary because of how big Thriller was. And the way it worked, I think back then, was like Thriller dropped on MTV, and then after it, every time it aired, after it would tell you the next time it would air, so that way people would always be tuning in to watch the Thriller video. And then of course with that brought awareness to this, the making of, to the point where they were able to distribute physical copies and stuff like that. And I wish I still had, because I had one that had like a case with no words on it, and it was just like him with his arms crossed and like all the zombies. And I had one where it said like the actual making of. But I think that you will enjoy this. You get to see John Landis in here, I think. And it kind of goes through Michael's career a little bit, but at the same time, you actually get to see like real 80s practical artists and makeup artists and stuff like that, what they went through to kind of make this video happen. And then, you know, it's crazy because also this was like the first of its kind. So like to see the obstacles and the hurdles that they went through to break the seal to open everybody up to doing videos like this. Like it's crazy to think about. Like they were really trying to do some shit for the first time, and to see it, you know, on camera is awesome that they got this footage. So I guess, how you feeling about it?
I'm excited to see like the making of it and how they kind of did it, and just going through the choreography and the makeup and things like that, because he did two different ones. Like he was the werewolf, and then he was the zombie, and then all the other zombies costumes and things like that. So it should be fun.
So again, this is the making of Thriller, which debuted in 1983 alongside of the Thriller music video. Okay, so before we get into this, make sure you guys leaving a thumbs up and leaving a like. If you're new here to the channel, hit subscribe and tap the notification bells when we do a video just like this, when you all will get them first. And of course, if you want to get these early and edited with all the commentary, the link to our Patreons in the description. And don't forget to follow us on Twitch, because of course we're not doing here, we will be doing it over there. And as well, don't forget to subscribe to White Gold. Our YouTube link is in the description too, okay? The making of Thriller. I'm Fireworks, the beautiful white gold, and this is Snoopers Gonna Snoop YouTube channel. We back.
Welcome to the making of Thriller.
Then that's crazy how like lit up it is out there, but it don't look lit up in the video. Look at all the lights on. Like it looked dark as shit out there when we like watching the video. And it looks like they were shooting with like movie cameras and shit. And he probably the only one that had that fucking money too. Like he was rich.
For sure.
He was rich. He could have quit then and been rich forever. Jackson 5 money was long, boy. Oh, the fans. You might see your parents out here, y'all.
Hispanic neighborhood, a lot of industry in this area where we are now on Union Pacific Avenue. Somebody leaked to the press or the radio stations today. We're going to be all over Los Angeles, and they've all come out to see Michael Jackson.
We went all the way over there. They told us he wasn't going to be there. He lied. We got in. I saw him. He's great.
Damn, she said they lied and got in. That's crazy.
He's just down to earth, and that's the way I want him to be.
He has talents, he has class. He's my man.
Okay, turn around. Wave to these people.
I
Aw.
like Michael Jackson because sing good, and I think he's so sexy and so gorgeous.
Look at these hairdos
know.
of these 80s. Bro, this is at nighttime. These kids out here in like tank tops and shorts, long socks.
California.
Yeah.
I like
She said,
because he pops.
What the fuck? That girl's like 2. Hell no. Hey. He got the moves. Somebody pick him up.
Real nice on the phone. I didn't think you would be nice.
I was nice on the phone.
Very nice. Well, we're trying to bring back the motion picture shorts. I wanted Thriller and Beat It to be a stimulant for people to make better videos or short films. I saw American Werewolf in London. Really, really liked it. It was comedy and horror. That's what I saw. So who's the director who did it? And he said, John Landis. I said, great. That's who we gotta get. So I said, get him.
Bro, that whole scene messed me up, bro.
yeah.
But I loved it. I loved that it went there. Cause the werewolf scene in that movie is horrendous. Like, it's so painful to watch, bro.
When I met Michael and I went to his house, I gradually became aware that he knew me from American Werewolf and knew nothing else.
Well, I saw Kentucky Fried Movie.
Saw Kentucky Fried Movie. Michael, I mean, have you seen Trading Places? Animal House?
No,
Blues Brothers?
no. Those are your biggest ones.
Real
right?
depressing afternoon at Michael Jackson.
I was with my wife and kid and
He saw something and wanted to recreate it and got the man to do it.
Got the man to do it, yeah. He saw it. It's about having that eye.
Right.
Like, there's nobody that's this good. Like, that's crazy, bro. Like, he had like 10 primes.
Yeah.
He was good, solid as a kid, like better than his brothers. Strong voice. That's why I'm just blown away every time I'll be like, bro, he was good at every age. Crazy. I hope we live to see another one.
so I get a phone call from Michael Jackson. Figured out that London's 8 hours ahead. Called me at 2 in the morning. So, and I said hello, and he said, you know my song Thriller? Yes, of course. Put my hand on the phone. I didn't know the song. I knew the album, and I knew Beat It and Billie Jean.
I forget too that Bad was like a short film. I think Spike Lee directed that one because that was Wesley Snipes. I think Wesley Snipes' first role. I think. Yeah, see, my man had real gang members in the video and everything. Like, somebody needs to reenact this in the video. I mean, you gotta give them credit though. They're not real dancers. Like, some of them are real, like, actual gang members. They taught choreography and shit.
Bob Giraldi directed Beat It. Beat It is genuinely good. The idea of making short little songs doesn't interest me at all. Make something more elaborate, which Michael picked up on because that's what he wanted to do. It's got to be great. It's got to be big.
The best.
The best.
The best. Michael's little tiny voice. They say Michael don't even sound like that.
He don't.
He don't. I know he don't.
It's deeper. His voice is deeper.
Okay, I'm just gonna always say this too. They had the money to do this. All right. I'm not saying that other artists didn't have the money, but bro, they had the money to do shit like this. But they always capitalized on it. It's not like they wasted it. You get shit like this. Because this had never been done before.
Right.
So when we stick them in, we'll put them in like polygraph and stuff so they stay.
It's like a museum of horror. I mean, all these faces, and there's one man, It's just his head and it's split open. The brains. It's disgusting, but it's
Oh my God! Look how horrific that mask is.
Yeah.
Practical.
Just grease paint makeup's where you just take your standard grease paint material, use it as an artist paints a picture with highlights and shadows. Then I just did a lot of research, went to libraries and found books on makeup.
What were you like when you were 10 years old?
Pretty strange.
About to say. He started when he was 10.
I made up all the friends in the neighborhood. Usually they were pretty ghastly. I wasn't allowed in a lot of houses when I was a kid.
I bet.
Well, the biggest challenge with this film was to get the amount of work that we had to get done. In
Damn, so it's really only just like a face kind of plate mask thing.
Putting appliances on zombies and painting them all up. It's the largest makeup crew I've ever had.
It's pretty good though. Damn, that makes me want to be a zombie.
I know, right?
Bruh, drinking a Pepsi with a straw.
You have to with the mask.
That's true. That's awesome. That's heat.
And bought a lot of old suits and things, sort of as is. They had holes in them, and we dunked them in water, and we rubbed them on the ground, and we slashed them up with razor blades. Bugs crawled in them, and I don't know, maybe some bugs are still in them.
Much better. Excellent. Head up, Tony. Head up towards me. Let's see you. Come on up. Cut. Very good. Reach out at his camera. Reach out at his camera. All right, get in your hole. That looked great.
All right, get in your hole. Bruh, that's crazy. That how many times did he had to get buried?
Oh, look, he picked him up. Be careful with him.
You should get it over a little bit. Stick your hand in to push it that way.
Smoke it up, please.
We're gonna do it.
What is that? Is it just smoke?
Yeah.
It don't move like it. It moves like it's heavy.
On both cameras. Hold still.
Wow.
Cut. Yes, all right. Print those.
Wow. The shot versus the shot.
Remember your orders through the doors. We have a closer cut, a wider cut.
Okay, well then listen. We'll drop back.
I be wondering about the doors and shit.
I know.
Like, I don't. Is that not what you worry about? I guess you just get the shot. Yeah, that was the shot.
Not yet. When I say action, open your eyes wide and come forward. Action. Cut. Let's do it again.
John?
What?
78. Hands with a go.
Like that. If you need more, keep punching away. There's a big X here. Make your first punch on that board.
This is really interesting.
Yeah, to see how it's shot, especially back then, like 80s.
Right.
You ready, Kevin? Action. End slate. Excellent.
I think they did like, I don't know how many takes they did, but all the shots look good.
Mm-hmm.
Did these overlays on acetate. This is just him with corneal contact lenses, scleral contacts, full eye contacts that look like cats. He's now got a wig on, a full face. We're going to have bladders and little mechanisms in here to start stretching it out.
He said bladder, so he had something in his face, I guess, that made it expand. Wow. Nuts. Yeah, that is pretty good shit.
Set of appliances, which is the second life mask that we took. New wigs, ears. Another mask, now it's much more hair. This is what the mask would look like with his mouth open, showing his teeth.
1 minute, 30 seconds.
Damn, they gotta do the Miss Doubtfire. The plaster or whatever. I would love to do this, but they said it's scary as shit. They said it's claustrophobic. That's why they don't do it no more. They mocap and do other shit.
Well, I think the one thing that Michael really wanted the most to do the transformation, he wanted to change into a monster. I told him how horrible an experience it's going to be and how he gets to do this every day. But he likes the makeup. He likes makeup a lot. Okay, Michael, you want to put your hands up to your face, lean forward real far from the waist. Okay, it's probably thick. It must be the face. Okay, let me get some towel.
You all right? Okay, now that you're out of there, Michael.
It looks kind of silly because you got those teeth in, but that's...
Yeah, he does look weird bald, don't he? Hilarious.
Hi, Mike. That's amazing. To do the Metamorphosis makeup on
wow.
Michael, start by gluing latex bladders to his face.
Wow.
Now, these are basically little custom-made balloons to inflate the foam rubber appliance.
Wow, that's crazy practical. That's dope. Because you can do it with other stuff.
Latex appliance.
Over it.
The hairpiece comes up pretty far. This is kind of scary. Here, let's see into that piece. See a little edge lifted up here to get. In this case, it's the stage 3 makeup, which is just about to the final cat monster.
Damn, he did have to go through a lot. Other than the thing, he had to do the bladders.
You paint it with a special makeup that's called rubber mask grease paint.
This, he looks wonderful.
So should we put his eyes in?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, look at that.
Do you want him to sit? You want him to sit down?
Ooh, and those are big too.
Well, they're going to be, they're 80s contacts. They might be glass.
I'm going to look up, okay? Go.
Y'all, it's making our eyes water just looking. Sheesh.
Okay, can you, are you pretty comfortable? There we go.
She put these drops in there. It burns like putting Tabasco hot sauce. But up to there is fine.
Damn. Those are kind of cool eyes though. I can't front. Like, I would want to do some contacts like that. Like cat eyes or something. That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
When he's a zombie, he's in limbo. Michael Jackson is still Michael Jackson as a zombie. Michael Jackson isn't Michael Jackson as a werewolf.
You put this thing on, and you slowly metamorphosizing into this whole nother person.
Seeing it with slacks on it. It's comedy.
Yeah.
You can see the way it should walk, the way it should react, the way it should move.
That is fantastic. Squeeze balms and just use hand pressure to actually squeeze the air into
God, I said you blowing it. That one dude was blowing in the
six
tube.
bladders on, so we had 3 operators, each one with 2 squeeze balms.
I wonder how long it took to shoot this.
When I tell you to do is open your eyes, start shivering, and make noises. Noises like it hurts. Action. Now raise the hand a little bit more. Turn it around. Bring it down again. We'll do it again. We're still rolling.
You need more spritz.
Whoa, what was that? Which one was it, Sean?
Over here.
Then one of the balloons popped.
I did Beat It with Michael Peters, choreographed portions of that as well. And so we got together and we did certain steps, and we just finally ended up agreeing on, you know, the piece.
Okay, here we go.
Where Michael get these jackets
Like,
at?
I've learned this dance, but imagine learning it with him when he's learning it.
Nervous. But like I said, they all are good. You can see though.
Yeah.
This is one of the few times in Michael's career where I've actually seen his dancers be just as good as him. If you watch other videos, they're really not. A Thriller is the one where all his dancers are pretty good.
We have 18 professional dancers.
There you go.
We have 4 pop lock
That's
dancers.
That's why. You probably can't find a lot of that now. You just find some, like, you know.
Also, the only other thing, you'll be helped by the teeth in your mouth. Be aware of your face. I mean, because you're going to, you know.
Now we're going to work on character. Because what I see now is, you know, everybody thinking. Let's see a little performance.
There you go. Oh, okay. First run through. Yikes. I would be so nervous.
I know.
But you can see them, though. Look at them. They all look good. See, like, they're really good all together. Like, man.
quite amazing to me because
Plus, like, dancing is a culture. Like, even the new Jabberwockies, to me, are not as good as the OG. And I feel like it's just because they grew up in a culture where it's different. Like, it's a thing. I mean, we grew up in that era of the dance era.
Yeah.
it's really wonderful to watch because it's an innate gift. He's a dancer in his soul.
Oh, look at that.
I guess it's just something that you're born with and you can do, and you just continue doing
Damn, I
it.
wonder how young he was there. He was even younger for that one performance. That's crazy.
It was the next day after the show when Fred Astaire called my house. He said, "You were incredible. You're a hell of a mover." And I said, "God, thank you. I think you're the best."
My man said Fred Astaire called him. But he did a lot of stuff from Fred Astaire, though. He was inspired a lot from him. My mama didn't have this tape, too. This is the first time he did Billie Jean ever. It's the first time the world heard it. Like, even the people in the band are back there. They're like jamming too. Like, it's crazy. They didn't, but the world, like I said, the world didn't know what was about to happen. I think this was Motown 25 where he like performed with his brothers. And then after he got done performing with his brothers, he like stayed on stage and then did this. And niggas was like, what the Ola. Yeah, that was perfect casting for Thriller. She was perfect.
Always wanted a girl just like
Mhm.
John came to the studio, like 30 photographs of different girls.
And I had this huge grin on my face. Oh, you gotta give it to me. I would love to do it.
Who would? Put me in the weed. Damn, they even rehearsed this. I don't know if I even would have thought about rehearsing this, but yeah, you need to do this too.
You're going too fast.
Yeah, I was gonna say it seems a little sped up. It seems you need to be more.
He took off running.
I never want you further away from her than this. Just keep that circle around her. Okay?
We rehearsed that very briefly and very loosely. We did it like 4 or 5 times just to establish the beats. What I wanted to exploit there was the excitement of Michael Jackson. And that energy and excitement of him relating to another person. I wanted to get that electricity.
Yeah, they got it.
Yeah.
They got it. Definitely did.
creeping up behind. As demons saying on every side. You and I cuddle close together. Stare on the screen.
Yes. You need her to have the speed so Michael can work.
No, it's like all of us. Both actors and the director didn't bring the script. Pam, do you have a copy of the script? Actually, you should know all these lines by Wednesday anyway.
Okay. Did you like that?
You can always tell when I really don't like something. Because I get real mean. No, it's like, because I'll tell you. You step to that.
I mean, yeah, you're a director.
When it comes to direction, bro, that might be my hardest part, is just telling people what I want. Because I like being, I think collaborative effort is way more useful.
Michael, look, wrong. You landed badly. You have to land, look, you have to bend your leg, you have to act. You have to jump up and out so that you land to go.
There you go.
Sunday night, it's about 10 after 10.
That's it. That's dope. Them like to see Michael getting the chance to learn from like an actual director who's got some legit films and shit in his bag, and giving him, and then like John Landis taking the time to do it too, like not being a dick about it.
Right.
80% edited on Michael Jackson's Thriller short.
There's music on that though, right?
No, this, but there's lots of sound effects. There's also the sound of the zombies outside.
Wow. Like, who are those people? Like how do I get the job where I spray shit? Someone tell me. And do all that. Like, that shit look cool. They probably don't do much of it anymore, but damn, can you imagine having that job? Your man just put fog out there. 5 weeks. It was like a State Farm commercial. Wow. Yeah, our theater downtown looks like that. Favorite Michael Jackson.
This is Michael Jackson's foot. Michael Jackson is extremely ticklish. What? No, what?
No, Jeff, no. You did that yesterday.
Aw, that was awesome. That's all. I love it. Look at those little videos, though. I'm glad that somebody has that, written by Rod Temperton. Yeah, because Thriller was not supposed to be Thriller. I think the original written song on Thriller was called Starlight. And it was more of a disco song. And then they turned it into like a scary song. That was awesome.
That was really cool.
Cool to see 80s practical. All right, you guys, so welcome back. That was 1983's The Making of Thriller. All right, so White Gold, your first time watching, how you feel about it?
I kind of wish there was more. Like, I feel like some of this stuff was like filler to kind of make it longer, but I like the addition of them on the other hand, because it kind of shows, it just kind of sheds light on certain things, like, you know, certain music videos and, you know, when he was a kid, etc. But I think this was really cool to see them having fun and to see like the practical and, like I said, the hard work that actually really went into this. Like the choreography, the hours upon hours, the, you know, the shooting it, the makeup, the editing it afterwards, you know, just everything. And the director was really nice about it. You know, he was just, because, I mean, Michael had acted, but the rest of them were just kind of dancers. So he, you know, he was very patient with Michael. Because even though he had acted, he was still young. So he kind of taught him some things and showed him what to do and stuff like that. And just kind of, you know, to, like I said, to see the application of things like the bladders or the fog, or just, you know, and just, like I said, just them having fun. Like he picked up Michael and like turned him upside down and
having a good time,
you know, having a really good time. So I think this was like a great release. Like when they put it out, you know, you put out Thriller and then you put this out, and it just gives it such a greater appreciation for the music video itself. So, you know, Michael Jackson is such a legend, even after his death and to today, you know, well after his death at this point. So he's gonna live forever.
Yeah. So we give that 10.
A 9.
9. Okay. The filler stuff, I always tell people, that's a time period thing. Like this,
I know it was very
like that was an 83 thing.
Yeah.
And then like some of the points were like, he was talking about the choreography and how he was inspired by Fred Astaire. Fred Astaire called him after he did Motown 25, which is still one of the most iconic nights in musical history, because that was like the night that Michael Jackson went solo, like, and you know, he was already one of the biggest stars of all time at that point, up to that point, because what he did with the Jackson 5, and then a lot of back and forth with Berry Gordy's daughter and his brother, and then changing companies, and then doing the Jacksons, and then, you know, doing Off the Wall, which kind of separated him a little bit. But I think it was after Off the Wall, or maybe after, it was one of those where he was forced, in a sense, to do an album with his brothers. And I think that's why we got this album called Destiny, which is one of my favorite Jackson's albums. But I think after that you got Thriller, which was like, you know, your Billie Jean. I think that was, if I'm not mistaken, that video we saw was the first time that anybody had ever heard that song. And I always say it's crazy because now like we can just get on YouTube and download it or get on iTunes or whatever. But back then, bro, like one, it was a $20 record or more, or a $15 tape, and you had to have something to play it on, which was even more expensive in the 80s. And then you didn't get music as much. And then Michael Jackson was one of those artists where you could take his music all the time at that point. And then for the first time you get something like Billie Jean, which in a song itself is light years ahead of its time, but then to just do it for the first time like that, I think is crazy. And then to like back that up with like Beat It and then Thriller, you know, to be this still today like one of the most scary videos that, you know, has been out. And then probably the most scariest music video that we've ever probably got, for real. When you look at it, probably by number, by knowledge, by time surpassed, you know what I'm saying? Like she said, Michael's a legend. I think this video was really cool to kind of put out alongside of the music video, and to kind of get in to see how fun it was, the choreography. I actually am really set like into like practical makeup and seeing how that works, because I think practical really does a better job when it comes to horror movies. Damien Leone, he's someone that works, you know, he's a director of Terrifier. He understands practical a lot, and that's why his movies come out very good, low budget, but really high level. He gets it. I wish he would get Friday the 13th so bad, because I think that he would do wonders with the franchise. But practical always, to me, in horror does a lot better. And John Landis, one of my favorite directors from doing, you know, American Werewolf in London, which I love that movie. So I think it was just all in fun, and I'm glad that we got a chance to take a look at some of this stuff for Halloween. All right, so you all let us know down in the comments how you feel about the making of Thriller. And of course, if you all have any comments, or if you were there, let me know. Talk about it in the comments, you know what I'm saying? So before we get out of here, make sure you guys leaving a thumbs up, leaving a like. If you're new here to the channel, hit subscribe and tap that notification bell so we do a video just like this one, you all get them first. Okay, so of course we will be back with more content very soon. I think we're gonna do another Michael Jackson Halloween special that White Gold hasn't seen. It's called Ghosts, so we're gonna take a look at that, I think. So just make sure y'all are staying tuned, because it's still spooky season. I'm Fireworks, the beautiful White Gold, and this is Snoopers Gonna Snoop YouTube channel. We out.